Let's say our pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag and the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And Harley, I'm going to make sure that Bandit knows that when you come home, you're exactly the person you were when you left, or even better. He's going to know that you're going to be his best pal. He's going to know that he can be comfortable with who you are. You can bring him around your friends, your family, and he's going to be like, oh, I missed him so much. Going to give you a great big old hug.
Today I did my first day of community service. My sentence for walking in the roadway without a light or whatever it was. But it was a good day. I have to go back 2 or 3 more days. Great organization I'm working with, the Cornerstone organization that supports families and people who are in need. But this past weekend, I visited my son, and we had a conversation about Jailbirds, because I had told him that night, Saturday night, I had spent some time with some friends, and I was called the Jailbird, but gleefully and lovingly. And we started talking about, how is it going to be when he comes home? And he had some concerns about, the life that he left and the friends that he left and the family that he left, that they would not maybe be the same people when he came back after 10 years. And I told him, you're absolutely right. 10 years is a long time, or however long it'll be before he comes home. I said, but one thing I have learned that if you have friends and family, they're going to be with you no matter how long it is. And those that are not with you when you come home, guess what? During that time you've been gone, they probably would have left your life as well. So I talked to him about, just being the person who he is and loving those who love him. And I give him an example of me, because I have a wonderful, wonderful friend. We've known each other 20 plus years. And when we first started being friends, we talked every single day. At that time, I was single, she was single parent, and she was starting her business, and I was working, and we were the best of friends. And I call her my sister from another mother, because I don't have any sisters. So we went from talking every single day to now we talk maybe once or twice a year. I said, but she is such a wonderful friend. I love her dearly, and she loves me. And the reality is, if at any time I call her and tell her I need her, she's going to drop what she has, and she's going to be there. And the same with me. So we might only talk once or twice a year and see each other once or twice a year. She is my best friend. I love her dearly. She loves me dearly. And we work towards at least seeing each other 2 or 3 times a year. But even when we take time off and don't see each other as regularly as we would like to, when we see one another, it's like we haven't missed a day, because our hearts are together. My family is with her. Her family is with me. And I love her dearly. So it's not about how much time you spend with a person. It's not about how often you see that person, or how much they are involved with you on a day-to-day basis. It's about the heart that you have connected to them. So I just encourage my son. I says, those that are going to be in your life, you'll know it. It will be readily apparent when you come home.
Roy's words. I do worry at times how people who knew me before I was incarcerated will react to being in my company once I am released. When I went away more than 10 years ago, some of my friends were married, others single. During the past 10 years, their lives may have changed drastically. Kids, more kids, or almost grown-up kids, spouses or different spouses, or no spouse. I understand that people have preconceptions about prison life and what goes on while a person is imprisoned. I harbored my own thoughts about what doing time in prison consisted of. Will they be hesitant or have some anxiety about dealing with me? Will they feel comfortable letting me into their homes and around their loved ones? How will they explain who I am to those around them? Will they want to be my friend and or I want to be friends with them? My concerns won't apply to new acquaintances because they will accept me by what I put forth during our initial meeting. They will have no thought about who I was in August 2005. However, I can understand a certain level of wariness when dealing with someone who you haven't dealt with in over 10 years. People change with time on their own. Anyway, so their thoughts about me spending over 10 years away in a hostile, adverse environment may lend them to believe that in all likelihood that I could come home severely scarred. I aim to show people from my past that I am okay. I am better than okay, really well. I know that I will be truthful and sincere with everyone from my past. I trust they will be willing to get to know the present. Roy Adams, Jr.